What's up, Napsters? How's it going? All right, so today we're going to be doing one of my kind of more favorite projects. We are going to be making a table on Google Sheets. I'm going to teach you how to make a table, and then we're going to make a graph. So we're going to be getting our information about the rainfall in any state. So you have the link for this website. So to get your information, you just pick any state. Be creative about it. Pick any state you want. Let's see. I'm gonna go with Minnesota. So everything I do, you're gonna have to do. So make sure you're watching what I'm doing. So I click on the state that I want, which is Minnesota. Now what it's gonna do is it's gonna load up a bunch of cities in Minnesota. It doesn't really matter. You have to just choose a city. It really doesn't matter. Any city will do. Just pick one that looks cool. Argyle, that's neat. My computer is going to move a little bit slow. So I'm just going to pick any city in that state. Doesn't matter. I'm choosing Argyle. You can choose whatever you want. Remember, you don't have to do Minnesota. Just pick any state. All right. Now that I've picked my city, I have all of my information for the for rainfall for each month. Okay, so we see in January, I'm not looking at temperature. That's average temperature in Fahrenheit. We're looking for average precipitation in inches. Average precipitation in inches. This is the line I'm looking for. So in January, it rained 66 hundredths, or it snowed. Precipitation is rain plus snow. Um, in February, it was 58 hundredths of an inch. So we have all this information. Okay. Now what you're going to do is you're going to open up a Google Sheet that's linked on here. This is going to be part of a assignment, so this is already there for you, but it's going to be totally blank. So I want you to watch what I'm going to do. So the first thing I'm going to do in this box is I'm going to write state, and then in the box next to it, I'm going to type the state that I chose. So I chose Minnesota. I think there's two T's. I don't really know. Let's go back and check. Nope, there's only one T. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so you have to have that. Now we're going to make a table. All right, so on one table is going to be the month, and on the other side is going to be the rainfall, and then in parentheses you have to type in inches because it's the rainfall not in feet but in inches. Okay, so this is how we're going to make our table. We have a header of month on this side and rainfall in inches on the other side. Now we're going to enter the information in there. Let me go back to the website. Let's see. In January, it rained 66 hundredths. So for month, I'm going to write January. And then for that month, gets 66 hundredths. Now let me go back. For February, it rained 58 hundredths of an inch. So not a whole inch. So let me type in February. It rained 58 hundredths of an inch. All right, I'm going to do two more. In March, it rained 89 hundredths of an inch. So I'm going to give my title of March 0.89, 89 hundredths. And let me do one more. In April, it rained 1 1/100th of an inch. In April, it rained, let's see, 1 1/100th of an inch. Now you are going to do all 12 months. I'm just stopping here. Okay, so we have our title, state is Minnesota. We've made our whole table where you have to have these labels. You must have the labels. And your labels want to look just like this, month and inches. You're going to have all 12 months. Now what I want to do is I'm going to highlight my information. I'm not going to highlight the title. Starting with month and dragging it over. When I click and I drag, and I want to highlight all the information. Your information is going to go down here. My information is just going here. If you do this, you're only highlighting the months. You need to make sure you get months and rainfall in there. So you highlight all your information and let go. And you should see that everything is highlighted in blue. So you can have your hands off your mouse at this point. Now, you're going to go up and you're going to click Insert, You're going to scroll, or you're going to slide down to chart. You're going to click chart. And since my computer is going a little bit slow, it's going to take a second. All right, and my chart's going to pop up. It automatically comes as a line chart, which is pretty nice. So this is what you're going to have. All right, so you're going to have all 12 months. So you're going to really be able to see what happens over the course of the year. Okay, I'm also going to attach, let's see, I'm also going to attach a Google form with a couple of questions. Questions like, what do you notice about what's the least amount of rain? What's the or precipitation? What's the most amount of precipitation? What do you notice about the seasons? Does it rain more in the winter, in the spring, in the summer, in the fall? It's probably gonna be about 3 questions. So I want you to be able to make your table, make a graph, and then answer some questions about your graph in a Google form. Um, you're going to submit this. This is due tomorrow. You just saw me do it. It doesn't take very long, but since you're doing it for the first time, it might take a little bit. This is just the beginning. We're going to do some really, really fun things with Google Sheets. I love Google Sheets. So this is the first thing. Please feel free to email me. It's pretty easy. So yeah, let's get in this. We're gonna have a whole chapter on making graphs and understanding information. This is due tomorrow, right? So by the time I check your stuff on Wednesday, I should see this created for everybody. If you have any questions, email me. Have fun. If you want to get creative with colors and stuff, you can do that. Adios.